Hey guys, I'm that wrestling fan here, and WrestleMania is tonight, and I'm just as excited as a lot of other fans are. And today, I'm gonna be doing my Q&A. I was thinking I might want to get this out before WrestleMania because some of the questions that I've been asked, got my iPad here because some of the questions just so I can read them on this and answer them to the camera. And so yeah, just gonna get right down to it. Wrestling with Regret, Brian Zane, as always, check out his channel. Um, Asked me some quite actual simple but quite interesting questions. He asked me how long have I been a wrestling fan for. I've been a wrestling fan since July 2010, so my maths is really terrible, but probably around 5 years, probably I'd say. So yeah. And he also asked, what's my favourite match? My favourite match of all time is probably The Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 27. In terms of matches of all time, if you mean the matches I have seen live, not in the building of course, but seen live, The Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania 27. Some of my other favourites are CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011, Stone Cold versus The Rock at WrestleMania 17, um, Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, Edge versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 24, Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. And of course, yeah, there's a lot of great matches out there. Those are just some of my favourites. Another great one, in my opinion's The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2015. I just liked that match. I thought it was a big improvement from the WrestleMania 30 match, in my opinion. And of course, there's a few more, but I can't list them all. But those are some of my favourites. And have I ever been to any live shows in terms of live wrestling shows? Yes, I went to one in 2010. It was a SmackDown house show in Braehead Arena in Scotland. Went to one in 2011 in the same arena. I went to two in 2014. I went to, in 2014, I went to one in April, the WrestleMania Revenge Tour, and I went to one in November. Both of those shows were really, really good. I personally really liked those shows. So yeah, and I will be going to a wrestling show this April, believe it or not. I will be going to one this April. It's another WrestleMania Revenge Tour, and I'll hopefully be vlogging that day. Really excited about it. I've got the tickets, and it looks like they're going to be good seats. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, and I'll vlog throughout that event as well. So yeah, has he asked me any other questions here? No, that's it. And also another great YouTuber. You should definitely check out his channel, Sam the Slam. I'll leave his link as well as Wrestling Regrets channel down in my description below this video. He gave me some great questions, so big shout out to him. Thank you very much to Sam the Slam. He asked me some brilliant questions. I really liked them. Just I thought they were really, really good. So yeah, check out his channel, Sam the Slam. He's got some great videos up there. Anyways, first question he asks me is, who should prevail, Taker or Shane O'Mac at WrestleMania 32? This is one of the reasons why I wanted to get this video up before WrestleMania 32, because some of these questions are to do with WrestleMania and this week's Raw, so I wanted to get it out now. Who should prevail? I know a lot of people are struggling with this. It's really difficult to pick who should go over, who should prevail, because you've got Shane McMahon. If he wins, there'll be change in the product, most likely. And if The Undertaker wins, it's very likely nothing will change. Who should go over? Shane McMahon, even though I love The Undertaker and it hates me to say that, I hate to say that, but in some way, Undertaker wins by a distraction. Now, I'm going to give a little prediction here. I don't know if I'm right, probably I'm going to be wrong, this is just what I'm thinking, so I've not been looking up any websites, it's just what I'm thinking. I did see a rumour that John Cena, well, I didn't see a rumour, it's true, Cena is now medically cleared to wrestle. There is a possibility John Cena can interfere in this match somehow, cost Undertaker the match, and Undertaker can go, I want one last WrestleMania against John Cena for revenge. I think that is a possibility, but maybe not. I'm just speculating. Probably not, but that's just my speculation. I'm not too sure what's going to happen in that match, but I think Shane McMahon should go over with some fishy circumstances, if you want to put it that way. Who got me into wrestling? The person that got me into wrestling was my mum's friend's son, who's also my friend. He was showing me his wrestling figures back in 2010, and he asked me, and I said, "Who's that guy?" And he went, "That's The Undertaker." And ever since then, I got really hooked onto wrestling, and my uncle, who loved wrestling during the Attitude Era, and he's got back into it quite recently, because I gave him my password to the network. We share an account for the WWE Network. But I'm glad that got me into wrestling. He got me into wrestling, and ever since then, I've been hooked. So yeah. And also, my favourite finisher, the Tombstone Piledriver. I just think it's quite a cool looking move. Of course, it probably could kill if it's done right, but cool move. Doesn't have as much impact as it used to, because a lot of people do kick out of it now, but it is still a really cool move, even to this day. Also, we've got, what are my thoughts on the PG era? Thoughts on the PG era, if used, What Culture made a really good video and a really good point, a different point of view on the PG era. I used to, years ago think, oh, let's bring back the Attitude Era, because, you see all these epic moments from the Attitude Era, and you're like, how can that not happen nowadays? Now that I'm much older, I realise, even though I still would like some of those moments back, I do appreciate, the PG era is not terrible, okay? It definitely has some goofy moments, but that may have a little bit more to do with the booking. Take a NXT, for example. That is PG wrestling and proud, just like What Culture said. How whenever blood happens nowadays and swearing, when a curse word is said, it can mean a lot more. It can have so much more impact than it would have, let's say, before WWE went PG back in 2008. So that's my opinions on the PG era. Overall, positive, but definitely, I can understand why people wanted to go back to TV14, but could be a better product. But that, I don't think that has so much to do with the PG rating. Maybe it has a little bit, but this is all just my personal opinion. Another question here is, if Steve Austin came back to stun someone, what talent would it be? Or it could be many, he asks. That's a really good question. Probably Michael Cole. He's technically a talent. Probably Michael Cole. He's already done it. He's already done it before. I'm pretty sure he's stunned Michael Cole. He's definitely had some confrontations with him back during the Michael Cole Jerry the King Lawler feud. But yeah, probably Michael Cole. No disrespect to Michael Cole. Obviously, he's not hating on the guy. It's just a bit of fun here. Compare promo packages from back in the Attitude Era through to the Ruthless Aggression era to the PG era. It's a hard question. Example: WrestleMania 17 with The Rock, Austin with Limp Bizkit, My Way package. And he says, sorry, it's confusing. That's a really, really good question. And to answer your question, well, look at the Attitude Era packages, the Attitude Era promos. You've got My Way by Limp Bizkit, as I mentioned here, for WrestleMania 17. That was an epic promo package. You had the Triple H and Undertaker promo going into WrestleMania 17. That was quite a rivalry right there. That was a really good one. And of course, there's a lot I'm missing out here. My apologies. I just need to refresh my memory. Going into the Ruthless Aggression era, you have some good promos from that era, like Edge and Undertaker from WrestleMania 24. You also have The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin from WrestleMania 19. You also have The Undertaker and Ric Flair's big match from WrestleMania 18 too. That was a really, really good match, and it had a good build-up going up into it. It was a really interesting build-up. You also have the Hulk Hogan and The Rock's promo from WrestleMania 18. That was a really, really good promo too. So, and then you compare to the PG era. Yeah, I've had some good promos to the PG era, definitely. To name a few, the Daniel Bryan promo package going into WrestleMania 30. That was just awesome. I loved that promo. That was an epic promo. It was inspiring, it's a really good, cool promo. Sad to look back on it now, but still. Undertaker and Triple H's promo going into WrestleMania 28, which was pretty cool. Undertaker and Shawn Michaels promo going into WrestleMania 26. The WrestleMania 29 promo for John Cena and The Rock. The match wasn't the best, but the promo was quite a cool promo going into WrestleMania 29, sorry. Yeah. So, to get to your question, what promos would I say have the best? probably the Ruthless Aggression era. As brilliant as the Attitude Era's promos are, Ruthless Aggression era, the Attitude Era had some good promos, but I think it's the Attitude Era promos became more common. Not common, sorry. Became more... I don't think common's the right word. Became more, you know... They became more... what's the word? They became a lot more usual. Like, you probably expect to see one. The Attitude Era, you had a really good handful, if not more, of promos. Definitely. But the Ruthless Aggression era started to use promos a lot more. I could be wrong there, this is all just my personal opinion. The Attitude Era had some great promos, some I'm forgetting right now, but the Ruthless Aggression era had some beast promos too. Beast Brock Lesnar? Nah. Epic promos, really good promos. There's some great promos, of course. So yeah, that's my opinion. You can leave your opinion down in the comments, of course. My favourite WWE video game, or top 3. My top 3 favourite WWE video games are number 3. Number 3 is WWE 2K16. And these are only WWE games I have played, so I've never played No Mercy. I've seen gameplay and how brilliant it is. Same can be said for Here Comes the Pain. I've never played that, but I know how brilliant it is from seeing gameplay videos. So, WWE 2K16, number 3. Number 2, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Number 1, WWE 2K14. Those are just my personal favourites. And I have played at most of the WWE video games, and those are just my personal favourites. So yeah. Excuse me. Thoughts of WWE studio films. I have not watched enough WWE studio films, so I can't answer that, sorry. I've not seen enough. It's a good question though. What music, it's asking me, sorry. What era had better music? 80s or 90s? 1980s or 1990s? Well, the 1980s had a lot of good songs, such as Hulk Hogan's theme song, the Ultimate Warrior's theme song, get really pumped up. The Randy Savage theme song, Andre the Giant's theme song, the WrestleMania original theme song. And of course I'm missing out a lot here, my apologies. $1 Million Man's theme song, Roddy Piper's theme song. So yeah, and then you come into the 90s, you've got themes like The Undertaker's theme song, you have Bret the Hitman Hart's theme. I don't know if that was in the 80s, I'm not sure, so I may have to look that up. I don't know if Bret Hart, it probably was made in the 80s, his theme song by Jim Johnston. In the 90s you also had WrestleMania 10 song and 11 and 12 theme song. That was really cool. I like that song. If you've never heard of it, probably look it up, but most of you probably have. Also Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme song, what can I say, it's a brilliant song. The Undertaker's Ministry theme. The Rock's theme song, which is really good. Triple H's My Time theme song, which even though the 80s has some great wrestling songs, I'm going to have to give the edge to the 1990s due to the amount of songs. I'm of course missing out a lot from 80s and 90s, but I'm going to have to give the edge to the 90s based on, because there's a lot of my favourite. You've also got Kane's theme song, his original song, back when Kane was cool. No offence to Kane, I have a lot of respect for him, but of course his character has been lost, which is bound to happen because he's been with the company for a very, very, very long time. And I'm missing out a lot, so my apologies, but those are just some off the top of my head. It's also asking me my top moments in WWE. My top moments in WWE are stuff like when Undertaker kicked out of the Sweet Chin Music in Pedigree from Shawn Michaels and Triple H WrestleMania 28. I was literally shocked. But how can I? Speaking of shocking moments in the Undertaker at WrestleMania, can't forget the ending of the streak, of course. I'll probably mention that in another video, but I'm not gonna spend a whole video talking about my opinion on it. Also probably, I think, when Cena and The Rock faced off at WrestleMania 28, the moment those two facing off in the ring was a cool moment. You've got Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock facing off at WrestleMania 27 backstage. That was a cool moment. That was a badass moment. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold and The Rock all in the ring at once, same time, same place, same building at WrestleMania 30, same place and same building, or kind of the same, but whatever. At WrestleMania 30, that was an awesome moment. Daniel Bryan winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship for the first time. CM Punk leaving the walking out of WWE Money in the Bank 2011. That was epic. I remember watching that. Christian winning